What's up everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, June 11th. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the dog rune token. Now we have officially hit the price point of around 0.0060. We've been talking about the support level. We've been talking about the specific price point for days now. So if you've been subscribed to our channel and you've been watching all of our videos, you are not surprised that we're actually at this specific price point. But I just want to share with you something at the very end of the video is what I discovered in the charts. There is a specific pattern that I noticed that's really important for you to know, especially if you are a dog holder. So please make sure to watch this video throughout its entirety. Stick around to the very end to hear my conclusion and statement. And as always, be sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So roughly we are at a 607 million market cap. As we predicted that the price would hit a support level of around 0.0060. And it's been kind of hovering, consolidating up and down for the past 12 hours. Well, why has this dipped? It's dipped 14% over the past day. Well, let's look at the whole cryptocurrency market. Believe it or not, even Bitcoin took a dump over the past 24 hours, down 4%. Now, what's really interesting is that this could be due to liquidation trades, leverage traders playing along the game of shorting or longing positions, not just in Bitcoin, but all cryptocurrencies in general. But what also I've noticed is that there's some news around the Fed making an announcement. And what comes with that is big blue chip coins such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the top 10 tend to take a little bit of a retracement. What happens when they take a retracement is that meme coins, gaming altcoins, AI coins, they tend to dump much harder. But the same can be said for meme coins when they go into a bull rally. So if all these coins go into a bull rally, you can see the same thing happen with meme coins. Now, as of right now, we're seeing that Dog has the largest dip out of the top 10 meme coins. So this is the biggest retracement over only the past 24 hours. This could retrace back to the upside if we were going to expect a tier 1 exchange announcing a listing of Dog to the moon. Now, when we go to Magic Eden, we can see now that the total buys over the past 24 hours is around 1,400. So this has and has always been the most traded rune token on the rune ecosystem. Now let's go ahead and go into the marketplace. So roughly we're seeing average costs roughly around 9.34 sats. So this is where we're seeing most of the accumulation happen. But again, pay attention to this. I'm going to share something with you at the very end of the video because this may not be the only dip that we may experience. Now Jake noticed something. Jake Sats, if you haven't already, be sure to join his Twitter page at Jake Gallen. He noticed that ever since May 22nd, we've seen an increased holder count. So it used to be back on May 22nd, 70,000 holders, has actually increased to over 72,135 holders at the time of this post. This is pretty big in my opinion. That means more people who are new to this are dollar cost averaging and having a little bit more exposure to this specific coin. Now, when we go further, some major sales have happened within the past 2 hours. Now, if you've noticed, this was one of the biggest walls that we had to come across. Now, you saw on the Magic Eden side, we had a 9.34 sat price point. Well, this was at the time 8.94, so someone had a great deal buying this at a dirt cheap discount. And they were buying big orders such as 52,000 in one order, another one being at 39,000. These are not small trades. These are being bought at major discounts. And also, Whale Insider had to share with the top meme coins to watch this month by market cap. Dog is number 3 on their list. And another thing I want to share with you is the top 10 Dog meme coins by market cap shared by Bito. Now, Bito puts right here that Dog is the only Dog meme coin on the Bitcoin blockchain because it's a layer 2 built on top of Bitcoin's blockchain. And this is very huge because that just goes to show that this has the most liquidity exposure to the $1.3 to $1.4 trillion, while everything else is less than that. And as you can see here, he actually lists the all-time high price for the all-time high billion-dollar market cap, say for instance for Dogecoin. And all these are in the billions. And right now, I really feel that this is heavily undervalued. This becoming the _1 meme coin on Bitcoin, this needs to be in the $2 billion market cap. That's just my opinion. Because if you compare it to all these other random coins such as Baby Doge on ETH, a base meme coin, ETH, and Arbitrum, I don't think any of these stand a chance being at the top 3 positions. Dog does. Now let's look at the holder count in terms of the top 40 dog holders. These are the whales. Are they accumulating? Are they selling? Now in yesterday's video, we talked about how this potentially wallet number 1 could be Gate.io, but in fact, it's actually not. This could be maybe a potential whale from based on what I'm seeing on the specific chart. Gate.io happens to be apparently number 3, and they saw an inflow, roughly around 16 million. So this is really interesting. Actually, we saw that our boy Dog BTC, which is the person who's creating these charts, is accumulating more of these tokens. But we have seen an outflow of Dog compared to what we're seeing in the total wallets. Now, I want to get to the nitty gritty. Let's go and show you something that's happening in the charts. This is something that I really want you to pay attention to and what we could see happen. Now, let's pay attention first to the daily chart. Now, you remember I mentioned not too long ago, we saw a golden cross. And luckily when we predicted that, we headed into a bullish trend. Now, we're seeing this kind of go into a reversal. When this orange line crossed this green line, it confirmed that we were going to head into a bullish momentum. But notice this, it's actually coming back down. And this green line, by the chance, if you notice, the red candlestick has gone past and crossed the green line. That to me shows a bearish sentiment. We could experience more volatility to the downside regardless of what you're seeing the price at as of right now. Now this price point, if it continues to go to the downside and this orange line decides to cross this, we'll call that the death cross. And that will bring us to the price point back here to around 4.5. That's really important for you to know. Now when we go over to the 4-hourly chart, we can see a specific pattern that I can't believe I didn't notice until now. Now, what am I looking at in this specific price point? Well, we are looking possibly at a head and shoulders. A head and shoulders pattern is basically this. This is a shoulder, this is a head, and this is another shoulder. So what happens in a head and shoulder pattern typically? Well, please keep this in mind. I want you to do your own due diligence. Do not do trades based on my video. You have to do your own research and you have to do your own equations. So this is typically what happens in a head and shoulder pattern. So in this specific chart, this is what a head and shoulder is. So this is the neckline, which is for us on the chart, the 6-0 mark. We see the shoulder pattern, and then we also see the head like we saw in the previous chart, and then another shoulder. So what happens when we're at the 6-0 point? We could potentially see a price point to the downside after that. And that is what typically happens in a head and shoulder pattern. So if we go back to the chart, that means we would actually continue to head to this specific price point. But because I say it in this video, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. This is just a charting analysis. We're here to predict the future, but there's no knowing of the future. Imagine this, what if somebody sees my video, sees the bearish sentiment on crypto Twitter, and then all of a sudden this whale says, you know what, this is the perfect time to buy when everybody's very fearful, when Vincent is saying we're gonna head down here. Well, that person can buy that specific token and send it skyrocketing and mooning, and everybody who paper handed their bags now has lost their opportunity to get these at a dirt cheap discount. So this is why I really want to share this with you, because on my channel, I want to be completely transparent what you could expect. We predicted the price of Dog down here at around 1920, and I told you what was going to happen. But what can happen after this? We don't exactly know. For me, I feel like there could be a bearish sentiment, but I don't really know. Personally, for me, I am so bullish on the long-term vision of Dog. I'm not paying attention to the short-term vision of Dog. To me, I see the long-term vision is that we're going to reach $1 billion and higher with this market cap. If you look at the daily time frame, I think we're oversold. In fact, look at this. We are in so many red candle volume sticks right now. It just makes sense for us to go in a reversal trend. But how soon can that happen? Well, let me know your thoughts down below, and I can't wait to read them. So after watching this video, what are your thoughts around the Dog token? Do you think we're going to do a retracement back to the downside, or do you think this was the massive accumulation and people are buying Dogs at a dirt cheap discount? Well, I want to hear your thoughts down below, and I cannot wait to read them. So as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Dog Go to the Moon. Till then, see you guys and girls next time.